There is a rush of the divine energy. It is the soul of Savitri, and there is also the surge from below, rising from the bottom and reaching the topmost center of a subtle body. In that sense, they met and rushed into each other. The divine flow and the aspiring soul from below, they rush into each other. And it is that which introduced the celestial change, the high change, the great change. We have seen last time how the centers, one below the other, get kind of activated with the descent of the divine power. Soham Om Ham Yam Ram Vam Lam. The sounds keep on repeating at various centers. Soham Om Ham Yam Ram Vam Lam. Keeps on repeating all the sounds. And each sound is characteristic of the quality of the center. It is not just a sound. The sound has a value, has a quality, and it represents that particular center altogether. So that is the topmost center opening to the sun. This Soham is also present in the Isha Upanishad. Sohamasmi, Sohamasmi, I am that. Soham, I am that, the Supreme. So it starts from there and then comes down with Soham Asmi. I am that, you see. Soham Om Ham Yam Ram Vam Lam. There is a letter, I will quickly read. Shivandu's letter on the Kundalini. Kundalini, coiled up eternal force. That is the definition of Kundalini. Coiled up eternal force. He says eternal force in Muladhara, at the base of the spine. There she slumbers like a python, full of all that she holds gathered in her being. There she slumbers like a python, gathering up all the energies there. When struck by the current of life, that is important, it's the vital current of life, which enters into search for her. She is not waking up herself. It is the current of life which enters into her. It is that current of life which is in search of that serpent, that python. See. Enters into search for her. She awakes and rises, flaming up the ladder of the spinal cord, forcing open center after center of the involved dynamic secrets of consciousness. So all the secrets of consciousness, they start opening out to the life force which has wakened her up. Then joins and becomes one with the spirit. So she rises up, joins and becomes one with the spirit. Thus she passes from an involution in inconscience into the superconscious of the spirit. So that is the real sense of Mahakundalini. She is rising from the inconscious and joining here at the superconscious. This mysterious evolving world on the this mysterious evolving nature of the world follows even such a course. The evolving world nature also follows in the same way the Kundalini is rising up. In other words, the rising of the Kundalini is equivalent to the sleeping nature getting awakened to her superconscious state. Now, this letter is in the context of somebody who had felt the awakening of Kundalini in him. This is a letter written by Sri Aurobindo to somebody. So it means that his Kundalini had awoken, sees him. And in response to his query, Sri Aurobindo replied this thing, you see. Now, in the case of Savitri, behind all reigned her deathless soul, behind all the seven centers, Sahasrara, Ajna, Vishuddha, Anahata, Manipura, Swadhisthana, and Muladhara, all these centers. Behind all these life centers, these are of course the pranic centers, life centers, you see. That is important, life centers. See, we have seen last time that there are 7 suns of mind, of supermind. There are 7 lotuses of life. There are 7 jewels of earth, or the physical, or the vital, or the mental. So here, this is basically the awakening of the vital force which is being described here, which is being experienced by Savitri here. Behind all reigned her sovereign, deathless soul, casting aside its veil of ignorance. Now the veil of ignorance has gone from that soul, allied to gods and cosmic beings and powers. So now there is a kind of an identity with the universal forces of cosmic beings and powers, you see. So this is, as I was telling you last time, the spiritual experience, Adhyatmic experience reached through the process of inner development, of awakening of the Kundalini. It built the harmony of its human state. All the 7 centers, they have now kind of now fallen into their places in a harmonious working of things, you see. Surrendered into the great world mother's hands. Only she obeyed her soul supreme behest. Only she, that is Savitri, obeyed her world mother. Savitri obeyed only the command of the world mother. In the enigma of the inconscious world, because she is obeying the command, the word, or she is in the hands of the world mother, there is really no more enigma for her. That enigma exists when you are not in her hands, in your hands, you see. In conscious world, a secret soul behind, supporting all, is master and witness of our ignorant life, amidst the person's look and nature's role. Now, it is this soul, person's look, who admits person's look and nature's role. Being and nature. Person here stands for being, Purusha and Prakriti. Their role is allowed by the secret soul. Unless that being is there, that Purusha is there within us, Prakriti cannot work. And therefore she allows both Prakriti and Purusha to work. She means the secret soul of all of us, in fact. A secret soul behind, supporting all, is master and witness. Of course, is master and witness when? When it is fully awakened. It is not now, it is asleep. The secret soul is master and witness when it is fully awakened. That energy has risen up, you see. Then only it is a master and witness. Master and witness refers to person, being. Ignorant life refers to nature's role. But once the hidden doors are flung apart, then the veiled king steps out in nature's front. Yes, he comes forward and he is now really the master. He is not just a witness now. He is master now. See. Then the very king steps out in nature's front. A light comes down into the ignorance. His heavy, painful knot loosens its grasp. The mind becomes a mastered instrument, and life a hue and figure of the soul. So, with that awakening, with that invasion of light in the domain of ignorance, mind and life, they have got changed totally. This is the inner change. This is not the outer change yet. This is the inner change of life and mind. The mind becomes a mastered instrument and life a hue and figure of the soul. All happy grows towards knowledge and towards bliss. All happy grows towards knowledge. Towards knowledge refers to mind becoming master. Towards bliss, life and hue becoming the figure of the soul. Each one is correlated. You see, the phrases are not just at random. Knowledge is related to mind. Bliss is related to hue and figure of the soul. It is from there it comes out, you see. A divine fusion then takes nature's place. The divine Shakti, divine power, Shakti, what the Vedas or the Upanishads would say, Para Prakriti takes the charge of Apara Prakriti. The lower nature is now governed by the upper nature. Well, I will not say exactly governed, it takes charge. She takes the charge of the lower nature. It does not mean that the lower nature has changed, but she has taken charge of the lower nature. A divine fusion then takes nature's play and pushes the movements of her body and mind. Possessor of her passionate hopes and dreams, the beloved despot of our thoughts and acts, she streams into us with her unbound force. So she is the despot. She doesn't care about our reactions, about our opinions, about our responses to her. She doesn't care. She will exert her will, exercise her full force and impose what she wants to do on us. That is why she is a despot, beloved despot. Yet we love her. We love her torture. We love her despotism. Yeah. Our thoughts and acts. She streams into us with her unbound force. It's limitless force. It has no boundaries at all anywhere. It is limitless, unbound, because it is a divine presence. It is a divine presence. There is no limit at all for that, you see. And it is that now starts operating here. Into mortal limbs, the immortal's rapture and power. An inner law of beauty shapes our lives. The yogi is very generous to tell us that our lives are also governed by the inner law of beauty. We are so far away, yet far away, you see. But this is the assurance. It will happen when those energies wake up, you see. An inner law of beauty shapes our lives. Now, inner law is the aesthesis of the soul. Is the aesthesis of the soul. Our aesthesis is a vital aesthesis. We like something or don't like something, it's a vital reaction. We say it's beautiful, we say this is ugly, etc., depending upon our vital responses. It is not that. The real truth which is there behind things, it is that which soul will see, and it is that which it will say it's beautiful or ugly or repulsive, and discard that thing. An inner law of beauty shapes our lives. See, although there is such a big change, although there is so much of freedom to enjoy things of the world or the inner world, still it is a law. It is not something which is totally random. It has its own rhythm, its own movement, its own raison d'etre to do certain things this way or that way, you see. It doesn't happen randomly, so there is a certain rhythm by which things move. That is a law. Law basically means rhythm. So if you are in rhythm with the truth, then it's the truth rhythm which will shape all your actions and movements and your perceptions, your responses, beauty or whatever you want to call it. That is the real aesthesis. Now, earlier we are saying the fourth dimension in the earlier Prana Savitri, the fourth dimension he speaks of there. See, fourth dimension of aesthesis, the aesthetic fourth dimension. What is that aesthetic fourth dimension? It is not mind, it is not vital, it is not physical, it is psychic. It is that fourth dimension of aesthesis which gets opened here when the inner law of beauty is in operation. Shapes our lives. So naturally all our movements, our reactions, our responses, how you interact with other people also, it's not by vital reaction or mental ideas and prejudices or physical lethargy until that, but something spontaneously comes out from here, and it is that then all our movements and relationship with everybody goes around, you see, shapes our lives, you see. Now, inner law of beauty shapes our lives. This is something which is not contingent. Our life is shaped by the inner law. It does not mean that it depends upon how the other person is. It is not my reaction to him is not governed by his position, his standing, his understanding, his way of doing things and all that. It doesn't happen that way. It is not a contingent law. I respond spontaneously in my own way. He may be a crooked fellow, he may be an ugly fellow, he may be an enemy, he may be hostile, he may be a friend and all that kind of thing. It doesn't concern me. My reaction towards him, my opinion, my relationship with him is governed from my inner being. My inner being. It does not depend upon the other person at all, you see. That you have to be good so that I am good to you. It's not that. There is no condition at all, you see. It is spontaneous of its own, you see. That is the law of beauty, you see. Our words become the natural speech of truth. Each thought is a ripple on a sea of light. So whatever comes out, our thoughts are luminous, and in a luminous way they proceed in their action and activity, you see. Each thought is a ripple on a sea of light. Obviously, it's a thought, small thing, therefore it's a small little ripple. But it is also a ripple of joy, of happiness, of light, of brightness, you see.